And now there's some guys that are not up to my size, but they're lifting, stuff that is like, whoa. What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Perspective Lifestyle Podcast. You know, just the other day, the week before, I came across a video, right?
Yeah.
The video was talking about envy and how envy can be like detrimental to humanity, or how envy can be bad to us as a human being. Like, the feeling of envy or having that envious spirit, it's not good. But at the same time, when I went to the gym I saw the video on Thursday. I went to the gym on Friday. I met this particular guys, and you know them, those guys, and they lift heavy stuff and whatnot. But at the same time, I have some sort of envy towards them. But I won't say because of that envy I have towards them, I should treat them as bad. Let me not say bad is too strong.
I feel like treating them like.
No, because I'm envious towards them, I wouldn't greet them in the gym. I wouldn't say what's up. I wouldn't.
You kind of want to avoid them.
Exactly. But now at the same time, I tell myself that, if I don't see such motivation, if that feeling of envy is there, you see them lifting heavy stuff, I'm a big guy, I also want to be strong. What I practice, or the type of lifting method you do is powerlifting. It's all about strength, right? Mm-hmm. I'm a big guy. I know I'm physically big. There's nothing I can do about that. But at the same time, I don't want to be big and weak. I want to be big and strong. You understand? And now there's some guys that are not up to my size, but they're lifting, stuff that is like, whoa. And then I'm not gonna say, because I feel some sort of, I don't want to say jealousy. It's not jealousy, it's envy. I feel some sort of envy towards them. According to Wikipedia, I wrote it down.
I was about to ask.
Yeah.
I think we need to define envy to get the real clusters within the definition.
Yeah. According to Wikipedia, envy is a feeling of discontented or resentful longing aroused by someone else's possession, qualities, or luck. Another explanation, a desire to have a quality, possession, or other desirable things belonging to someone. So the thing is, according to that explanation, I desire having, such strength, such push, that they come every day, they don't seem tired. I don't care whether they're using anything, using steroids, it's none of my business. All that matters to me is that, I'm taking this good thing from this person and I want to use it to benefit myself, to get stronger. Because competition, in life, we are not competing against anybody. Mm-hmm. We are competing against ourselves. Like one of this, there's a famous influencer, I'll call him an influencer, but he's a powerlifter called Russell Ohi. He says his brand is all about getting better today. Now, that brand is, or the saying, get better today, it's not just only about thinking about what you did yesterday. If I did, for example, bench press now, if I did maybe like 200 kg today, tomorrow I would want to add that 1 kg to be better, to be stronger, to improve my skill, something to improve, not regress.
Or do more reps of what
you did. Exactly.
Of the same weight size that you did the previous day.
Exactly. So now, the question now is, what do you think envy is? Do you think, as we are taught or whatnot, that, don't feel envious to this person, do not have envy for this person? When you go to church, they teach you to not envy your brother.
So while you're talking, I just wrote the question down. Is it then good to be envious of another person?
You see, that's the question. I wanted to ask that question, but I have a certain type of answer for it. It is good to an extent. It is good based on what you do with that feeling of envy. Like we were talking about last week, or when we were talking about it, that, when you have, if you feel something, talking about, what was it? Guilt.
Yeah.
If you feel, next week. We're talking about guilt, but that's for next week. We're saying if you feel a certain type of feeling, what do you do with that feeling? Just like anger. You get angry. What do you do with your anger? It can be good, it can be bad. But people have said, or most people have placed envy as a feeling that shouldn't reside in you as a human or as a religious person or a Christian. It shouldn't reside in you, generally speaking.
So is it that to be envious of someone
Mm.
and to copy someone, is it the same?
Envy and copy is different.
For example, when we say, um, I want to be like somebody.
Yeah.
A good example, I want to be like Jesus. I want to do what Jesus did.
Okay.
I desire to have what Jesus has. Does it mean that I'm envious of Jesus?
According to Wikipedia, yes.
Now, that's my point. Now, I'm going to try to say, from while you were talking, all I was browsing through is, with every truth lies the container, the person thinking about that truth, the pipe through which the truth is going through. For example, now, envy. The first thing is, what you will be envy of may not be what I will be envy of.
Yes, yeah.
Why? Because our preference is not the same.
It's different, yeah.
Now, so the fact that I'm envious of you means I like what you have. I don't see a problem with that. It's what you do with that like, that desire to have what they have. It's how you express it that I think there is a problem with. So hence, if someone tells you don't drink, for example, they're trying to tell you that drinking too much starts from drinking.
Yeah.
But I don't get the balance or the psychology, the logic behind you stopping someone from drinking, because if he drinks too much, it's not good. If you sleep too much, it's also not good. But will we stop you from sleeping?
No.
That same mindset is what I'm using to dissect what you're saying as you're talking. I don't believe envy is bad. I believe the way you express envy is what will determine how people would classify it as good or bad. For example, every day you have to be envious of something. Because a deep desire is what we call envy.
It's kind of like a motivation.
Yeah, it's what motivates you to do something different. I mean, if I am not envious of anybody, it means that nothing I like in anybody.
Yeah. And which is not a good quality.
It's not a good quality. You can't develop yourself without envy.
That's it.
So what happens with envy is, you see, they classify the definition, the feeling of discontentment. I mean, you have to be discontented with where you are now to get to do something about it, to get to where you want to be. So that's why, based on that definition, and I mean, if the Bible was written in English, we have to find the meaning of that word envy from an English dictionary.
Yeah.
Not from a Bible dictionary. It was not written in Aramaic. Envy is not an Aramaic word. It's not a Jewish word. It's not a Hebrew language. It's English. And if the definition simply means a feeling of discontentment, or a feeling, a desire to have a quality, a possession,
That's the part that
other desirable things that belongs to another person. I mean, I'm just having the desire. I'm not taking it from them. I mean, it's like you trying to crucify me for thinking your thoughts. Or crucify me for liking what you have. Man.
As long as the fact that I like what you have.
It's a free world.
Doesn't mean I have to come and kill you.
Did you see now? So now, because I have realized that most of the rules of life, tradition, religion, continents, nations rather, are based on trying to preempt crime, trying to preempt sin, if we want to classify it in the religious term. They want to kind of prevent it from happening. But this world is designed for us to experiment. Trials. There's nothing that grows in this earth. The process goes through trials, from medicine to sports to academics. Our assessment in school is trials. Examination is trials. So why can't you allow characters to be tried? And you want to preempt character, so that's why basically for me, I take a yes for you. It's a good thing to be envious. The way you now express it is what you work on. Don't let your envy lead you to a road that is dark. Let it always be plain. And that's me. That's why I'm a very open guy. If I see a beautiful lady, I tell the lady, wow, I love your nails. Oh, I love your hairstyle. No, I like it. No, I'm open. I'm trying to make my defense very open, because the best way to keep something safe is make it open. When you hide it in the dark, it's not safe, because you yourself may not know when it's taken. So I think on my part, my good answer is yes.
Exactly. But
Be
now,
envious.
look at this situation. Yeah. You look at envy, you look at jealousy. They're somewhat similar.
There's a thin line between them.
Yeah. But now they're both a feeling, right?
Yeah, I guess it has to do with basically. It starts from feeling.
Almost everything is feeling.
Everything starts
everything is about feeling. Exactly. So now, envy is a feeling, and that feeling you can use that feeling to do good or bad, right?
Yeah.
Good or bad, as in to
life
yourself.
goes in two ways. Yeah.
Yes, good or bad. Now, when you look at jealousy,
Yeah.
can you use the feeling of jealousy, to do good or bad? Because to me, I feel like when you feel jealousy towards someone, when you're jealous of what someone has, it kind of like depicts, or it kind of gives you a bad feeling, or it makes you do something that is not normal. Let me just put it that way. For example, now I see this person has become rich, he's bought the latest car, and we're the same age. We went to school together, but all of a sudden this person is, going far in life. I'm not envious for that person or towards that person, right? Because if I'm envious of that person, you can use that for good, make yourself better or whatnot. I start feeling jealousy towards this person, saying, when I was getting more marks than you, I went further,
Can we get
than you.
Being jealous? Can we get a definition from the English dictionary?
Okay, that's good.
Let's see, because you see, I was telling someone, my kids yesterday night, that sometimes I just get tired of speaking English because it's not my language, but it's a language I've come to learn as I grew up in life. Jealousy, or the feeling of being jealous. And we have it here. That is a noun. The state of or feeling of being jealous.
Now, just search for the word jealous.
Let's search for the word jealous. Feeling or showing an envious resentment of someone.
See, so which means jealousy is a form of envy, but envy is not a form of jealousy. So they're somewhat related.
It's a thin line. Let's extract it with the definition. A feeling, so they're both a feeling, or showing an envious resentment of someone. Now, the word that makes them so different is their word resentment. Now, you are no longer looking at desiring the qualities when you are jealous. You are looking at eliminating, ridiculing, reducing the value of the person that carries those qualities. Now, envy deals with the quality. Jealousy deals with the person that has the quality.
Envy deals with the quality, meaning
Envy deals with the desire for the quality. Jealousy basically means the replacement of the person that has the quality. You feel, you desire to be, it should be me having those qualities.
Now,
that's jealousy.
Can that lead you to doing something good?
No. So that's why, for me, if we want to look at it, we tend to say jealousy is not okay. It's not good to be jealous. No, it's not. It's not nice to resent anybody because we all have our purpose in life.
Yes.
That's why we are built towards our purpose. So if you cannot create your own purpose or find your purpose, and you have to find it in someone else, that's when you might get into a trap of being jealous of somebody else. Because you've not discovered yourself. Yeah. That's the way I see it. But with envy, you can easily envy as many things as possible because you wish it was, look, many times I see when you're lifting, I'm like, I wish I can lift like that.
If you want to see that, go to my Instagram account. It's down there.
Yeah. He lifts heavy. I wish I could lift like that, but I can't lift like you. I'm not you. Now, I won't wish to replace, I wish I am you. Now, that's jealousy. I wish I could lift like that. The next question will be, okay, how can I lift the way you lift? Then I have to go through the process that is open to all, which is what I'm trying to say. What does the regular knowledge about weightlifting says? I go for it. I learn to know how to lift according to my weight. I grow. I use you as a motivation. Now, that's where the word, mentorship comes in and everything. Because now I want to have what you have, not be you, not be like you. I want to have what you have.
The qualities
that you have. The possessions that you have. I want to have it. Basically, that's why we all go to school. You want to have education that other people have, or other human beings have. You want to have job like other people that you see have jobs. The kind of jobs they have. Oh, he's a doctor. I want to be a doctor. Now, that doesn't mean it's wrong for me to say I want to be a doctor. I desire it so much to be a good doctor like you.
You need to have a reason that backs that desire.
Yes. It's your personal desire. You like to be a doctor. Yeah, that's why you now say, okay, a doctor like this person, I want to be. The way he is doing good, I want to be that. That's why we say we want to be like Jesus. We want to be like my teacher. But now you didn't say you want to be Jesus. Now that's why most of the time, anybody, even if that person is a small boy, if you want to be like him, you're going to destroy yourself. Because you can't create yourself as another man was created. No. You can only create yourself as you have been created in your mind. Now you want to replace someone, then you start thinking of getting rid of the person physically. Why? So that they don't see that person anymore. I have the quality also. So look at me. Put the spotlight on me. It's no more there. Yeah. That's what jealousy does. Yeah. Jealousy wants to replace the person. Because most of the time, jealousy doesn't happen to someone that doesn't have the quality. Most of the time, it comes when you see that you have what that person has. Unlike envy. Envy comes when you don't have what the person has.
Jealousy also has a wide range. It can come when, it's a competition. This guy is, getting more
What followers. Did you say now?
Yeah.
You cannot be in a competition if you don't have what that competition.
That's one form of jealousy. That's what happens most of the time.
Yeah.
But there's also that type that is, he's up there, I'm down here, I want to be there. So I eliminate this guy, get all he has, and go up there.
Okay, now that's envy plus jealousy. Now you see,
you want to cut
all
he
wants to get everything he has, yes, and then at the same time wants to eliminate him. And in my language, we used to say that someone is giving you food, and you want to take the person out and take his food. Basically, that's going too far. That kind of a thing, that's an excessive way to that's like an envy that is on the extreme. Like everything in life has an extreme. The extreme of everything is not good. Anything to the extreme is not good. Extreme sport is not.
No,
It's not my own.
Exactly.
It's not my
That,
own.
that one is a whole different.
That's me. That's why I'm using that same principle to say anything extreme for me, I don't see it as good. An extreme basically will have to be on a standard basis. That's why I'm looking at extreme sports. For me, I have a standard.
Yeah.
It's like risk reward ratio. I always ask myself, those doing extreme sport, what do you want to get out of it? If you have something greater than the extreme nature of the sport, yeah, it's okay, go for it. I don't know what I'm looking for in sport to that extent of extreme. That's why for me it's a no-go area. It's a no-go area. So same thing with envy. Basically, envy is good, but it has a standard. What is the standard? Me. Like I told you at the beginning, your preference is what should determine your envy and your state of envy, not a group preference. Like we see in politics, religion, tradition, social media. That's why people get beyond it and get into jealousy. It's too much for me. I just, I'm not looking to be in any competition. I'm not carrying that weight. Just leave it there. So I don't get interested anymore. The moment it gets beyond that, I don't get interested anymore. So because I know my level, I know what I know the height of I know the height of kind of fitness I want to have.
And
I know why, and I know
the type of fitness.
Yeah, and I know why I want to have it. You see, I know why I want to have it. So if I see the purpose of me going into the sport is not fulfilled by going to the extreme sport, then I don't need the sport. So the extreme sport cannot even be my desire. Now, if it's not my desire, I cannot even go near thinking of eliminating anybody or getting rid of or getting jealous of anybody that is doing it. Now, I like it. I can be watching it. Like, there's a proverb in my language that says, it's very interesting to watch a madman in the market displaying his madness. But it's not, no one wants to have a mad child. Not even be like, you don't want to even have a mad child. So it's nice for me to watch extreme sports, extreme cases of like shades of life of human. But I don't want to have those extreme scenarios. So also I wouldn't want to have envy on the extreme.
Envy on the extreme now brings you to jealousy. Yeah. That's what it becomes.
It brings you to when you don't know your limit as a person on your desires. I mean, I know I've seen people, they just desire everything. Wow, Lamborghini, I want it. Bentley, I want it. Audi, the latest Audi, I want it. Oh, look at that mansion. What do you want to do with it?
That's the question.
What do you want to do with it? So, let it be based on the personality. If you see anyone crossing the line, it's so easy to pick. If the person doesn't have a standard, a purpose for,
if he doesn't have a reason for why you choose,
a purpose for going into, a purpose for desiring whatever he's desiring, then he's going to get into a problem of jealousy, because now it's now becoming no longer a vision, it's becoming an ambition. That's another topic. Vision and ambition. It's another thing. So that's my take from the way you are looking at the issue of, because it's a day-to-day thing that happens in our life. It's part of the shades of humanity.
Yeah.
We tend to see envy happening daily. We tend to see people get jealous of us daily. Now, we can't educate them because probably they are far from us. We don't even know them, but we just experience the jealousy from them all of a sudden. But anytime you have opportunity to educate them, don't see it as something that is strange. It's normal to all human beings. They can at any point in time cross the line and become jealous.
But at the same time, there are some people that you just have to leave them. You want to be jealous, feel free.
And that's why I
Whatever
say
happens,
sometimes you don't have to educate them.
Yeah,
Not everybody pays
let
for
them be.
education.
Mm.
But there are some that will pay for it probably when they get close to you. Then you mentor them. You let them know, look here, I've got this. You can have yours also. Just pay the time. Process that is open to all. I didn't have any hidden secret. I can show you, then it will be open to you. If you, for now, it may be looking like a secret to you. But if you come close, instead of you getting jealous of me, trying to find a way to take me out, just come close. Be open to me. I'll be open to you. Now I'm sounding like a pastor. That's my take. That's my take from this shades, this side of humanity. Look, it's part of the shades of humanity. You are just expressing a feeling. Just like when you get cold, you don't have control about, you don't have control of that when the weather is cold. But when you get to have knowledge that, oh, I can get my jacket, I can get my pullover, then you get that and get yourself warm.
In other words, you can actually cover it up. You don't have to show that side that you're actually feeling this.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to even say. All the gibberish grammar I'm trying to say. Basically, is that all of us have got these shades in us, but we are all just covering it up one way or the other with principles and methods here and there. That's why you see sometimes the adults will tell us, I'm giving you this principle of I've been there. So we are also trying to just share this, that it's part of the shades of humanity. You can be jealous, but you got to work, cover it up, clean it up, get rid of it anyhow you can, to make sure that you don't find yourself in a situation where you
find
show
yourself
up
showing it exactly
that you're jealous. No, jealousy is in your heart. That's why it's a feeling.
Get rid of it.
Showing it is what you have to cover up. You must make sure, man, you have to be an actor.
But at the same time, don't cover it up to the extent
and not do something
that
about it.
That it starts to affect you as a human being. Don't cover it up to the extent that it starts eating up.
You
your
bottle it
emotion.
up.
Exactly. Bottling it up, it starts affecting you, as it affects you.
So basically, get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
When the feeling
Eliminate
comes,
that feeling.
let it go like you deal with
Exactly.
any other feeling. In fact, I always do this to my feelings. I tell myself, it's a movie. It's an action, it's a feeling coming in me. I just have to act it out, get it out of the way, and then that's it. Now, we are getting this topic out of the way to let people know, look, jealousy is not a good thing.
It's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing to express. And envy is not a bad thing
to have.
To have. But you have to control it the way you express it. Because if you express it in a particular way, it can be seen as jealousy.
Yes. That explanation is on point. Yes.
You get the point.
Yeah.
So, you can leave your comments down below if you agree with what I'm saying. And if you have any other opinion or perspective, please, you can just share it or DM us on our YouTube page and Instagram account. So we can then just juggle some perspective and mindset around your own perspective.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.